Hello students, so today we are going to solve our next exercise 3.5 from the chapter Playing with Numbers. So first question we have is, which of the following statement are true? हमें statements को बताना है कि कौन से true है और कौन से false है, okay? So first we have, if a number is divided by 3, it must be divided by 9. So इससे पूछा गया है अगर कोई नंबर 3 से डिवाइड होता है तो वो 9 से भी डिवाइड हो जाएगा. इज दैट ट्रू? नो, बिकॉज अगर 3 तो 3 को डिवाइड कर सकता है ना. वी कैन डिवाइड 3 बाय 3, ओके, एंड इट गिव्स अस 1. बट कैन वी डिवाइड 3 बाय 9? नो, दैट मीन्स दिस स्टेटमेंट इज फॉल्स. ओके. Second we have, if a number is divisible by 9, it must be divisible by 3. Okay, so अगर कोई नंबर 9 से डिविजिबल है तो वो 3 से भी डिविजिबल होगा. Let's take an example. 9 can divide 9 or any multiple of 9. Okay, that means if we divide 9 by 3, it will be completely divisible. Okay, which gives us 3, or any multiple. If we write here 18 upon 3, then it also can divide 18 completely. Okay, that means this statement is true. Third we have, a number is divisible by 18 if it is divisible by both 3 and 6. कोई भी नंबर है जो 3 और 6 दोनों से ही डिविजिबल है वो 18 से भी डिविजिबल होगा. तो हम देखते हैं. So we can take an example 12. So 12 is divisible by 3 and 6 both, right? But if we divide 12 by 18, is it divisible? No, because denominator is greater here. That means this is false. Okay. D we have, if a number is divisible by 9 and 10 both, then it must be divisible by 90. Okay. A number that is divisible by 9 and 10 both. So this statement will be true because you take any number that is divisible by 9 and 10. Let's take 9 into 10, that is 90. So 90 is also divisible by 90. Okay, that means this statement is true. Now let's come to the E part. If two numbers are co-prime, at least one of them must be prime. अगर कोई दो नंबर है जो को प्राइम है तो उनमें से एक नंबर प्राइम होना चाहिए. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. को प्राइम क्या होते हैं? एनी टू नंबर्स हुज कॉमन फैक्टर इज 1. ओके, सो इफ वी टेक 4 and 9, okay, both the numbers are not prime, and also factor of 4 is 1 2 2 and 9 is 1 3 3. Okay, so factor of 4 is 1 2 and 4 and 9 is 1 3 and 9. That means 1 is common. It means these two numbers are co-prime. So as I said earlier that both the number are not prime, that means this statement is false. Okay. F is, all number which are divisible by 4 must also be divisible by 8. कोई भी नंबर जो 4 से डिविजिबल है वो 8 से भी डिविजिबल होना चाहिए. ओके, सो इट इज नॉट ट्रू बिकॉज 12 is divisible by 4 but it is not divisible by 8. Okay, that means it is false. Now G part is, all numbers which are divisible by 8 must also divisible by 4. कोई भी नंबर जो 8 से डिविजिबल है वो 4 से भी डिविजिबल होना चाहिए. So let's take an example. If we look into the table of 8, we can see that all the numbers that are multiple of 8 are also divided by 4. Okay, that means if we take 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24 and so on, every number is divisible by 4 completely. Okay. H part is, if a number exactly divides two numbers separately, it must exactly divide their sum. So अगर कोई नंबर दो नंबर्स को completely separately डिवाइड करता है सो वो उसके सम को भी डिवाइड करेगा. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ वी हैव अ नंबर 2, ओके, let's say 2 can divide 4 and 6. Both are even number, so 2 can divide these two numbers. So we have to see if 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. 10 is also divided by 2. Okay, that means the sum of these two number is also divisible by 2. So this statement is true. Okay. Last part we have, if a number exactly divides the sum of two numbers, it must exactly divide the two numbers separately. Okay, so sum of two number, let's say we have 5 and 7. The sum of these two numbers 5 and 7 is 12. Okay, that means 12 can be divided by 2, right? But can 2 divide 5 and 7? No, because both the numbers are odd numbers. That means this statement is false. Okay, so this was your question number 1. Now question number 2 is, here are two different factor tree for 60. Write the missing numbers. So हमारे पास दो फैक्टर ट्री दी है 60 के लिए. हमें फाइंड आउट करना है these missing numbers. Okay, so first part we have 60. 60 को दो फैक्टर्स में डिवाइड किया गया है, 6 and 10. 6 tens are 60. Okay, now 6 is further factorized into two parts. One part is 2 and another part we have to find out. So 2 की टेबल में देखते हैं 6 कितने टाइम्स आता है. So 2 3s are 6. That means here will be the missing number is 3. Now next, on the other side we have 10, and 10 is further factorized into two parts. One part is 5, so other part will be 5 2s are 10. 2. Okay. Similarly, the B part 60 is divided into two factors, 30 and next factor we must find out, which is 30 2s are 60. Okay, 30 and 2 इन दोनों का प्रोडक्ट 60 होता है. Now 30 is further factorized into two parts. One is 10 and another one is missing one. So 10 की टेबल में हम देखेंगे 30. 10 3s are 30. So next factor we have 3. Now here we left with 10. So we have to factorize it into two parts, and two parts will be 2 5s are 10. Okay. Now let's come to the question number 3. Question number 3 we have, which factors are not included in the prime factorization of a composite number? Let we have two numbers 4 and 8. Both the numbers are composite number because they have more than two factors in it. Okay, now the first number 1 is not included as a factor of these composite number. Okay, and second, the number itself, like here the number itself is also not considered as a factor of these composite number. Why? Because when we have a prime number like 5, we say that the factor of 5 is 1 into 5, 1 and the number itself. And 1 and 5 are the factors of 5 because the product of these two numbers gives us 5. Okay. Similarly, if we have composite number like 8, okay, and the factor of 8 is 2 into 2 into 2 or 2 into 4, we can say. So these are the factors of 8. So when we multiply these three factors, it gives us 8. But when we do 1 into 2 into 8, okay, let's say we have factors 1 2 8 which can divide 8. Okay, so it will give us more than 8, which is not 8. So 8 2s are 16. So this is not considerable. That means we do not consider 1 and the number itself as a factor of composite number. Okay. Number 4 question we have, write the greatest 4-digit number and express it in the terms of its prime factors. So greatest 4-digit number is 4 times 9, 9999. Now we have to express this as a term of its prime factors. So let's factorize 9999. So we can see when we have the easy number, which by seeing we can factor them like this. Okay, so we can see that here is 9 is multiplying with the 1111. Okay, like 9 and this number. When we multiply 9 with 1111, we get this number. Okay, now factorize 9 from here into the prime factors. So 3 3s are 9. 3 is a prime number. Also 3 is a prime number. So these are two prime factors. Now we have to factorize 1111. That means we can see here clearly that this number is divisible by 11. Okay. How? First of all, it is by seeing, and secondly, we can apply here the divisibility test of 11. So the difference between the sum of the alternate digit is 0. Okay. So 11 is one factor, and 11 into 101. When we multiply 11 into 101, it gives us 1111. You can just simply divide this number by 11 and you will get this number. Okay. Now 11 is a prime number. We can further factorize 101. So 101 is also a prime number. So we cannot factorize it further. That means the prime factors of 9999 is 3 into 3 into 11 into 101. So when we multiply these four numbers, we have the greatest 4-digit number, that is this. Okay. Now question number 5 we have, write the smallest 5-digit number and express it in terms of its prime factors. Okay. Smallest 5-digit number we have 10,000. Fine. This is the smallest 5-digit number. Okay, smallest 5-digit number we have 10,000. Now we have to express it in the terms of prime factors. So prime factors आप जान गए क्या है? So let's factorize this number. So clearly this can be seen as 10. Okay, this is 10,000. So let's consider first 10. We can factorize 10 as 5 into 2. So write 5 into 2. So now we have 3 zeros over here. So put these 3 zeros. Okay. That means 5,000 into 2 is 10,000. Okay. Now 2 is a prime factor we have. So now we need to factorize 5,000. Okay. So 5,000, let's consider 50. Okay. So 50 is multiple of 25. So 2 times 25 is 50. Now put these two zeros over here. So when we multiply 2500 with 2, it gives us 5,000. Okay. Now 2 again we have a prime number. Now 25,000 we can further factorize it. It gives us, let's consider 25. So 5 into 5 is 25. 5 is again a prime number, and put these two zeros over here and factorize it into 50. 50 can be written as 25 into 2. Okay. And we can put this 0 here. Okay. Now 25 is further 5 into 5. So these two prime factor we have 5 and 5, and 20 can be written as 4 into 5. So 5 is again prime number and 4 is further factorized into 2 into 2. That means the prime factors of 10,000 we have. First, write 2's, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. 1, 2, 3 and 4 2's. Okay. Now 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 5 into 5 into 5. So these are the prime factors of 10,000. Okay. Question number 6 we have. Find all the prime factors of 1729 and arrange them in ascending order. Now state the relation, if any, between two consecutive prime factors. So हमें पहले 1729 को फैक्टराइज करना है प्राइम फैक्टर्स में, और फिर हमें क्या करना है, अरेंज करना है इसके प्राइम फैक्टर्स को असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में, एंड देन रिलेशन फाइंड आउट करना है इसके प्राइम फैक्टर्स के बीच. So first of all, take 1729 and factorize it. Now 1729, we have to check the divisibility test over here. जितने भी नंबर की डिविजिबिलिटी टेस्ट हमें पता है हम वो चेक करेंगे. अगर किसी नंबर की डिविजिबिलिटी टेस्ट नहीं पता है तो उससे हम डिवाइड करके देखेंगे. ओके. सो 1729, first of all let's check the divisibility by 2. It is not divisible by 2 because it is an odd number. Second, 3. So 3 के लिए क्या होगा, सम चेक करेंगे. 9 plus 2 11 plus 7 18 plus 1 19. 19 is not divisible by 3. That means this number is not divisible by 3. Again 4. So it is not divisible by 2, and also this is odd number. It cannot be divided by 4. Or secondly, we can check by last two digits. So 29 is not divisible by 4. So it is not divisible by 4. 5 से check करेंगे. So this number is not carrying 5 or 0 at the unit place. That means this is not divisible by 5 either. 6 से check करेंगे. So 2 से ये divisible नहीं है, 3 से नहीं है. That means ये 6 से भी नहीं होगा. अब आते हैं 7 पे. सो 7 की डिविजिबिलिटी चेक करने के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, इसको डिवाइड करेंगे 7 से. सो 1729 7. सो 7 2 जा 40. सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो हमारे पास आ जाएगा 3 2. नाउ 7 4 जा 28. ओके. अगेन माइनस करेंगे तो हमारे पास आ जाएगा 4 एंड 9. 7 7 जा 49 और रिमाइंडर 0. दैट मीन्स ये हमारे पास आ जाएगा 247 और 7 का मल्टीपल हमारे पास 1729. ओके. नाउ 7 इज अ प्राइम नंबर. नाउ वी हैव टू फैक्टराइज दिस नंबर. सो वी नीड टू चेक द डिविजिबिलिटी अगेन. So when we continue checking on the divisibility, this is also not divisible by 7. Then we have to check 8. It is not an even number, so it is not divisible by 8. Then 9. 9 से check करेंगे. So 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 2 is 13, which is not divisible by 9. 10 से divisible नहीं होगा because it is not 0 at the unit place. देन 11 से भी नहीं होगा एंड 12 से नहीं. 13 से चेक करते हैं. सो 13 247. सो 13 1 जा 13. माइनस करेंगे. वी हैव 11. नाउ 7. सो 13 9 जा 117. ओके. दैट मीन्स 13 और 19 टाइम्स ये मल्टीप्लाई होगा. ओके. नाउ दीज टू नंबर आर ऑल्सो prime numbers. That means we have prime factors as 1729, 7 into 13 into 19. Okay, these are prime factors. Now we have to check the relation. So we can see that difference is here 6. 7 plus 6 is 13 and 13 plus 6 is 19. So the difference between two consecutive prime factors is 6. Okay, so this is the relation. Now let's come to the question number 7. The product of three consecutive number is always divisible by 6. Verify this with the help of some examples. So किन्हीं भी तीन consecutive numbers का जो product होता है वो 6 से हमेशा क्या होता है, divisible होता है. ये हमें check करना है. So let's take any consecutive number 4, 5, 6. Okay. So when we multiply 4, 5 and 6, it gives us 120. Okay. Is 120 divisible by 6? Yes. When we divide 120 by 6, it gives us 6 2s are 12, and we have 0 here and put this 0 here. So 20 times 6 into 20 is 120. That means 120 is divisible by 6. Okay. So we have verified it. So therefore the product of three consecutive number is always divisible by 6. Okay. So this is your question number 7. Let's come to the question number 8. 8 is the sum of two consecutive odd numbers is divisible by 4. Verify this statement with the help of some examples. So sum of two consecutive odd number. Two consecutive odd number is, let's take 11. 11 is odd number, and consecutive means one after another. So first odd number, let's take 11. So second odd number we have, this is first, and second odd number is 13. Okay. These are consecutive. Odd number, one after another. Okay. Now we have to check the sum of these two number is divisible by 4. So sum 11 plus 13 is equals to, we have 24. Now is 24 divisible by 4? So yes, it is divisible by 4. 24 is divisible by 4. Therefore the sum of two consecutive odd numbers is divisible by 4. Okay. Now question number 9 we have, in which of the following expression prime factorization has been done? We have given these 4 examples and we have to check that whether there is prime factorization in each of the following expression. So first part we have 24. 24 के जो factors किए गए हैं वो है 2, 3 and 4. But we can see that 4 is here a composite number. That means if there is a composite number, that means it is not a prime number. Okay. So if there is a prime number, then this is prime factors. So this is not a prime factor. Okay. Now 56. 56 in here, every factor is in prime factors. So that means this is, yes, this expression is in prime factorization. Now 70, 2 into 5 into 7. All the three numbers are in prime factorization. So yes, this expression is written in the prime factorization. Okay. Now 54 is equals to 2 into 3 into 9. Again we have 9 here. 9 is a composite number. Okay. That means 9 is composite number. So not a prime factors. Okay. So this is question number 9. Question number 10 we have, determine if 25,1110 is divisible by 45. So we have 45. We have to check that if this number is divisible by 45. So 45 के अगर हम factors देखें, so 5 into 9. Okay. If this number is divisible by 5 and 9 separately, this means 45 can also divide this number completely. So first of all, we can see here that factors of 5 are 1 into 5 and factors of 9 are 1 into 3 into 3. Okay. We can see here that 1 is a common, that means these two numbers are co-prime number. Okay. Co-prime numbers हैं, that means हम इन दोनों को इस तरीके से चेक कर सकते हैं 5 और 9 के मल्टीपल से. ओके. इफ 5 और 9 सेपरेटली इसको डिवाइड करते हैं, दैट मीन्स 45 भी इसको डिवाइड करेगा. सो 25,110 is divisible by 5 as unit digit is 0. Okay. Now again, this number is divisible by 9 as 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 is equals to 9. Okay. That means it is divisible by 5 and 9. So 5 into 9 is equals to 45 will also divide 25,110. Okay. So this is your question number 10. Now let's come to the question number 11. 18 is divisible by both 2 and 3. It is also divisible by 2 into 3 is equals to 6. That means 18 is also divisible by 6. Similarly, a number is divisible by 4 and 6. Can we say that the number must also be divisible by 4 into 6, that is 24. Okay. So let's check. Let a number be 12. 12 is divisible by 4 and also divisible by 6. Okay. Now 24. 24 cannot divide 12 completely. Okay. That means it is not true. Okay. So what we have done, we know that we have a number 12. Okay. 12 can be divided by 4 3 times and 12 can be divided by 6 2 times. Okay. That means 12 is divisible by 4 and 12 is also divisible by 6. But here 12 is not divisible by 24. Okay. That means this statement is not true. Question number 12 we have, I am the smallest number having 4 different prime factors. Can you find me? So if it is the smallest number, okay, then 4 different prime factors है जिसमें, that means product of these prime factors will be the smallest number. Okay. That means let's say the smallest number is A. Okay. That means A is equals to, if we want to find smallest number which has 4 different prime factors, that means it is the product or multiple of these smallest prime factors 2, 3, 5 and 7. Okay. That means this will give us 7 into 5 into 3 into 2. Okay. And the product of these 210. Okay. That means that number A is 210. Okay. So students, this was your exercise 3.5. Now you have to solve all the questions and practice them in your notebook. I will see you in next video with new exercise. Till then, keep practicing and keep learning. Take care.